everybody survived the sweltering heat outside today. Made it down, zipped quickly through the security lines. They had their badge waiting for you, handed it to you as soon as you got here, and now you are here for the main reason you come to DreamHack. Panels! Yay! There we go. That was a good yell. All right, we've got a great panel today. This is really about your live streaming. So if you have questions, we got a live audience here. There are going to be less questions. If you're on the stream, every now and again, I'm going to break my neck doing this to check and see who's in the chat, because it's way over there. My name is Andrew Greenberg. I've been a game developer for a few years. Known for my Fading Suns game, for being the original developer of Vampire the Masquerade, working on other games like Werewolf and Mage, etc. Lots of games. But yes, we're also a live streamer. I'm the executive director of the Georgia Game Developers Association. And we have, we're on Twitch, twitch.tv, Georgia GA Game Devs, Georgia Game Devs, DEVS, and youtube.com/Georgia Game Devs. Got more than 500 videos on all aspects of game dev. So I'm going to have all our panelists introduce themselves. And I want them to tell us their best moment as a live streamer. And I'll do mine. It was when I was live streaming my Emperor the Fading Suns game to about 5 people, and suddenly a Spanish language site promoted it, and suddenly there were 2,000 Spanish language people, strategy fans, on my channel talking all kinds of great things I couldn't understand. But it was wonderful. So, to my left.
Hey everybody, my name is DJ, aka OmniToast on Twitch. Been streaming for about 6 years now, and honestly, one of my best streaming things to this day will be the day we raised over $5,000 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Easily.
Hi everyone, I'm Pinay Princessa, and full-time on Twitch. And the best moment that I can remember, it's a lot, but the one that is highlight is 6 years ago. We did a charity for this is making me emotional. So we did a charity for the students in the Philippines who walk from the mountain to their school for like, I don't know, 2 hours. And my community donated bicycles for them to go to the school so they can afford and for them to be quick to go to school. And I think that is awesome.
You make sure you unmute before you talk. Flip it to the up position. Up.
Yeah, it is.
All right, you're good.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is the Terp. I've been streaming for about 4 years now. I'd say my best streaming moment is, I think it's a combination of all the money I've raised for charity over the years. Breast cancer research, mental health awareness. I think all that's been important. And you know, opening up, I think, about my mental health struggles was a big moment and one of my best moments I've ever done streaming.
All right. Since I was the only one who did crass self-promotion, and they all talk about these wonderful things they do for the world, I'm going to punish all of you. Now I want you to tell me about your worst moment as a streamer. And yeah, that happens repeatedly when you realize you didn't have voice on and you've been talking for 20 minutes of the most stellar dialogue you've ever had. But let's not do that one. Let's go reverse order, and let's hear what was the worst moment as a streamer.
Worst moment for me had to be, I had no game audio and no mic audio for the first hour of one of my streams, and I was absolutely tearing apart some Halo lobbies. It was on fire, and it was awful after I realized it.
So the worst moment for me is when I was in front page of Twitch and there are thousands of people watching, and there were technical problems and it just get disconnected.
Oof. Oh God. Honestly, I would have to go and say my worst Twitch experience was when Warzone first dropped a few years back, and me and my friends, second game in, dropped 15 kills each. You know, we got the dub. I turn to my stream, it's a black screen. It hurt everything.
Yeah, it's funny how many of these are technical issues. So we did the same. We put on an event called the Columbus Interactive Media Festival in Columbus, Georgia. Had a great lineup of speakers, folks from Electronic Arts, worked on Madden, et cetera, et cetera. Mixer, any of you remember that?
Yeah.
This in the Mixer days, they put us on the front page. We started the day with about 2,000 viewers right off the bat. Had great first couple streams, and then our internet at Columbus State University just crashed and didn't come back. So we lost all these incredible viewers from. But anyway, yeah, it's funny that all these are technical, so we probably should have talked about all the technical problems as well, how to set these up. If you're interested in how to set up and run a stream, ask in chat. This is more of how to succeed once you're already streaming. So we're going to jump into some of those key moments, so some of those key talents you need to have as a streamer. So for instance, I found that one of the most important is maintaining a regular schedule in order to keep folks watching and coming back. But that is a pain in every part of the body to do. So how do you maintain a regular schedule?
Honestly, the main way I keep my regular schedule actually is through my support system. My family, my friends, my wife, my now wife, I should say, and basically whenever I like, you know, you're feeling that little bit of a burnout. Yeah, it's always good to take a break, but like, if like I've just got done with the break and it's like I'm getting back into it, she pushes me to make sure I stream. She's like, all right, you're fed, get on stream, go have fun, do your thing. So having a good support and people that will push you to maintain that schedule will actually help out immensely.
So I have a specific schedule that I follow. Like I have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday that I always stream, and the rest are my day off, so I can take care of my family and do house chores, something like that. So I still maintain my streaming schedule.
Something that worked for me was I tried a lot of different times. I keep the same schedule like on the weekends. I run errands, 7 to noon, and then 1 o'clock I'm live on Saturday. Sunday it's 11 a.m. I'm live because I work a full-time job. Anything on the weekdays right now I'm kind of working that out on if I'm going to be live. But before it was just testing it and figuring out what I could do without burning out and without stretching myself too thin, especially when it came to that work-life balance.
All right, so something we heard a bit about in this.
I wish I could see June this holiday.
Some time with Oscar would be nice.
Causing trouble?
Running around the ship?
Lying through my teeth?
Yeah, that's what I'm wishing for.
Oscar! I'm not following you.
No legendaries.
That one looks pretty legendary. Nice.
Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
All right, guys. Let's pick a game.
Where the heck are you going?
Keep thinking about Papa John's. Pizza Dimension? Hidden pepperoni. Stuffed crust. Go ahead and grab it.
This was community, having that community support your endeavors. So in game development, which I've done a lot longer, I've been doing streaming, I've had the argument that the best games now are the ones that deliver the best community experience. They bring a community together, keep them together, and the community wants to lift up the game as much as a game developer wants the community playing the game. But building a community as a streamer, that's not easy. So how do you do that? Any tricks, any techniques, any basic ideas? How do you build that community and maintain it?
For me, it came from playing a lot of different games. I'm a variety streamer, and consistency too. Like, they know I'm live on the weekends, certain times, but they know that it could be anything from I'm playing Call of Duty or I'm playing some game like Vampire Survivors over the summer, which consume my life. They know that they're going to be variety. And I think it helps too is, I'll play games with my community, but then it's also just being active in Discords, on Twitter, kind of reacting to people and hanging out. That's kind of helped.
Yeah, building the community is the most difficult for me because like switching different kind of games, you have different viewers, and you don't know if the certain community would come and like that game. But I think genuine care for the viewers, like asking their day was or what do they want to eat or something like that while playing video games, is I think is the most effective for me to maintain my community.
Yeah, it really does come down to consistency and just being a friendly face, because there's times where, you know, I've had my viewers come in, they've had a terrible day, and just being that like person to hear them out, listen to them, talk to them, and just bring a smile to their face just through your gaming is a great way to build a community that will always come back and support you no matter what game you're playing.
Now, in the Georgia Game Developers Association, we cheat a little bit on this. We already have an association of 600 members. So it's great to have them come out, promote stuff, and of course we promote their work as well. But it's not just the breadth of your community, the size, it's also the depth, the committed individuals. And we've certainly found having those mods, having those people who are committed to it are key. How do you build up that core group who can help you, who can mod, who can promote, who can be there for you? And I mean, how do you maintain that sort of enthusiasm over time?
Honestly, for me, it was just building relationships with a lot of my viewers. I've had now, like I said, I've been streaming for about 6 years, and I've had viewers with me since the day I started. And those are the people that, you know, you want to look for, people that, like I said, that are willing to support you no matter what game you play, no matter how your day is going, you know, are willing to be there to let you know your screen's black when you get a Warzone victory. Those are the people that you want to give that sword to and give them the ability to take care of your chat, because they're the ones you're going to trust with this, because there's times where, you know, if you get raided with so many people, you're not going to be able to keep up with that chat all the time. And if you're, you know, fragging out on Halo, playing New World, you know, or, you know, Warzone, Destiny, any of those like fast-paced games, having those trusted community members that you built up over this time will help you immensely.
Now you gotta be careful of choosing a mod on your stream, because that represent your stream, your mod. So if the mod is toxic, then he represent you. So that's not good. So what I'm doing is you gotta look out their attitude or the way they talk on stream, if they're friendly, welcoming, or always on your stream, and maybe you met them in person and you trusted them, then that's the person that you have to be trusted and be a moderator on your stream.
Yeah, I think for me, the way I maintained it was my first viewers were the people I was always playing games with. When I started, it was NHL competitive, so they were my teammates. And then from there, it was just always that group of people I was playing games with. And then when they would promote me or say something about it, then they would bring in other people. And from there, it kind of grew that way. But, you know, I think rewarding the people who have been around the longest, too, by, hey, if they're going to ask to play games and you're in that mood to play games with people, you reward them by playing the games with them instead of, you know, kind of thing, or give them VIP or other accesses like in Discord.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well, let's move on to another community, the community of streamers. One thing I like about this panel is it is folks who work well with other streamers, aren't constantly feuding and fussing, and actually, bizarrely, are likable as human beings and not just as streamers. So, what is it? How do you work with other streamers, and well, let's start with that one, and then I'll follow up with how do you find other streamers you want to work with?
How do I work with them? A lot of it is kind of just being a community member in their channel. That's how I met Pinay. I was a community member, and then she invited me to play Warzone with her while she was running over everybody in trucks, and from there it kind of like grew into like that's how we got to know each other. And we also went up against each other in a tournament, and I killed her. But no, I think it's working with streamers. It's being in that community. Even just reaching out and saying, "Hey, do you want a game?" Like Tarkov is a big one where it's a lot of fun to play with certain people, and it's just reaching out, getting over that rejection, being scared of rejection, and just asking the question, "Hey, you want to play, you know, a game on this day at this time?" I think we'd vibe or whatever.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of collaboration with my friend Tiger Lily, and we've done this awesome cosplay in New World together, different class in New World, and that is awesome. And sometimes we play different games also, like Warzone together, collabing, or if there are different games, I would reach out to someone who is the same vibe as me and collaborating with them.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was, when I started streaming when I moved to Georgia, and I ended up meeting Tiger Lily, and she, it's working with like her just playing Call of Duty. We did a cosplay little stream where we showed off a lot of different content creators with cosplay and stuff like that. Helped her with tournaments and stuff like that. It's just, working with them is just becoming friends with them. Like even like how Terp said, just hanging on their chat, being that another regular face that they can see in their Twitch chat builds that relationship up as well. So.
All right, so I guess that also answered the questions. How do you find other streamers you want to work with? Apparently you stalk them. That's what I heard from all three of these folks. No, wait a minute. How do you identify other streamers you want to work with? What are the qualities of a streamer that you would want to host, support, promote, etc.?
Honestly, I look for someone that has like either the same energy or more than me, because I want them to be.
That's impossible.
Yeah. I definitely want someone who has like the same morals, the same, the same dreams, the same just everything when it comes to just streaming. Like when it came to a lot of my friends that I play with on Destiny, it's all of us, we like to grind raids. That's the greatest thing you can do as a group of people streaming on Destiny, is get 6 of you plays. You have 6 different perspectives and people can jump between all of them. So it's just about, finding people with like-mindedness, honestly, because they're going to be the ones that meld with you the most, because you never want to go with someone that's like complete opposite of what you are, because then you might not get together. It just might not work.
So I think I have favoritism of this one. I'm so sorry, but I am a founder of a stream team. It's called Team Warrior, and my main purpose is to help them grow also. And every time I'm done streaming, I look at the website where our stream team is, and that is my main that I am raiding specifically. But if there are none who are live, then I will raid other people that I follow that has the same vibe.
A way I found other streamers is through people giving shout outs or who they're playing with. It's like if I'm sitting there and like Pinay's stream and she's playing with other streamers and I'm like, that person seems like pretty cool and I could vibe with them, I'll go check them out and watch them, or I'll just find somebody random based off the description or kind of just what game I feel like watching that day. And I always watch before I even chat.
So you all have some specialties you're known for as streamers, but will you seek out streamers outside of your areas of expertise? Artists for art streams? Maybe one of you might even work with cosplayers. I don't know.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of cosplay, so I would definitely reach out to the cosplayers that has the same interests as me.
Yeah, I do the same. Artists, I'm a big fan of just art in general. I can't draw to save my life, but I love going to check out other artists and all that stuff. So every so often I'll be like, you know what, we're going to go raid someone. We just got done being overly excited on Warzone. Let's, chill it out for the evening and go check out this amazing artist.
Yeah, I can't play music, I can't sing, and I can't draw or anything, but I love watching those streams and being in there. There's always a positive vibe. It's always a great way to kind of relax and wind down. Even people who are making pottery or doing woodworking, I can hang out there all the time and just watch.
All right, you woodworkers, get on it. I know the DreamHack woodworking area is bigger than the BYOC, so we expect you to come here asking to co-host streams. All right, so a lot of good looks at the communities. I'm going to go a little bit into the money side. What do you say? Shall we talk money? So with the GGDA, obviously we're a trade association. People pay their dues and join. So we do our streams as a service for our members more than anything else. So we're not really trying to monetize. And we have a Patreon. We make some money off the YouTube stuff, etc. But it's minuscule. And it's definitely a side note to what we're trying to do. So ours are our members that we're supporting. What about you? How do you monetize? And there are ways of monetizing that matter more to you than others.
I think one way now is definitely YouTube and TikTok are the two big things right now if you're going to do other things besides Twitch. Those are the ways I would look at it. The other way is partnerships. You know, I've got a couple partnerships where I get a kickback on every sale I make. It's great, and it saves the community money when they use my code. Those are ways to do it, and then of course subs, bits, and even running ads now because they're doing ad incentives on Twitch. It's a big way.
So on Twitch, you get monetized by people subscribing to you or donating or dropping some bits. That's the currency on Twitch. And also, outside of that, there are companies that will contact you. And for example, the 4D sites is the new technology for the streamers to get monetized. And they just ask you to do the advertisement on your live stream while you're playing video game, and they will pay you.
Yeah, and of course, you know, there's the other side of it when you build up that community and stuff like that as well. Merch. You know, there's a lot of amazing artists out there that are always looking for work. And, you know, I've commissioned 2 different artists right now on some t-shirt designs that I'm eventually getting around to, posting out there. But, procrastination. But it's one of those ways out there, stickers, you can do mugs, all that stuff. Like, there's ways to do it. It's just making sure you get the right artists that, you want to support and bring out and showcase them. Because in the end, not only are you showcasing your stream at that point, but you're also showcasing that artist's work.
All right, so we've talked a bit about partnerships. Now, one thing I know about all 3 of you is you've worked with people who haven't paid you to promote their stuff just because of the things that you liked. I know we have some content creators in the audience. I hope we have a few of them watching the stream as well. If a content creator wanted to work with you and reached out to you, what would you be looking for? Is it what they're promoting? Is it something about how they reach out to you? Is it their existing audience? What sort of things matter to you? Say an indie game dev reached out to you. What would you want to see?
Honestly, I just would want to see how we can build a good relationship, because the thing is, you never want to go into a partnership where it's either one-sided, where they're not going to, not support, you want to be supported as a streamer. There's that's always going to be that bottom line. But in the end, you also want to just have that good rapport with them. Someone that, you build up that friendship with them, you build that relationship that, now you say 2 months or so down the line, they come right back to you. So it's stuff like, it's stuff like that I look forward to. And, also, that they're, they have a clean record, stuff like that, because there are a few of those companies out there that are not too bright and shiny.
So I recently worked with the 4D sites technology, and they asked me to collaborate with them. And it's awesome because I get to interact with the viewers. It's an advertisement on the game, but I cannot see it in the game, but you can see it on my live stream. So the viewers will tell you where the advertisement is, and it's the interaction that, is important.
So the first part being with content creators, I think reaching out, Twitter DMs is the easiest way. Making it more personal too, instead of just being a bland, generic, hey, are you interested in playing this game with me? Make it kind of make it personal. But I think when I look at who I want to collab with, I think it just comes down to are we gonna have a good vibe? Are we gonna have a good time and be able to match each other's energy, kind of thing. When it comes to companies, I'm not gonna promote a company that I don't believe in or a product I don't use. Michael Jordan was famous for anything that he promoted, he used himself. So I look at it the same approach. If it works for him, gotta work for you too.
Yep.
All right, excellent. Well, let's switch to another sort of thing you all work with, which is all the events. And you've all worked with a lot of different kind of event organizers. DreamHack is obviously an incredible one. Thank you, DreamHack. I think I missed the camera on that one. But DreamHack offers you a lot of different options. Let's kind of talk about DreamHack first, and let's talk about other events. What is attractive to you about coming to DreamHack?
It's worldwide. It's a worldwide company, which is awesome. They do a lot of different events. You got the giant LAN party. You've got, Magic is huge here, so tabletop is also big. You've got new games. You got Valorant showcases going on. You got, big content creators down to, ones that are just beginning. I think it's there's something here for everybody, which I like a lot. It's something that's really cool. And I'm happy to actually be here at an event. The first DreamHack I did was DreamHack Beyond during the pandemic. So I'm happy to be here during an actual live DreamHack.
I really enjoyed going to DreamHack last 3 years. I've been here and stream at AT&T, and then now I'm working at the cosplay area just behind me with Tiger Lily, and that is what really makes me happy, is to do the cosplay, and that is awesome that they have that here. And I think I'm gonna watch some cosplay contests also and meet other content creators.
Honestly, this is my, outside of DreamHack Beyond during the pandemic, this is my first ever DreamHack IRL event. And I've been a PC gamer for as long as I could walk. And so, you know, seeing just like looking beyond the crowd here and just looking at all these beautiful rigs that are out here, stuff like that, and, you know, being able to, I'll be doing my live stream on Saturday, like being able to do that in front of everybody is going to be, you know, the things that got me excited about this. You know, there's lots of amazing booths and stuff like that. I'm a con goer through and through. I go to, you know, many different conventions and stuff like that. So this is home for me.
Well, let's do talk about those other conventions. If you're at another convention, what are you looking for? If a convention wants to bring you out, have you promote it, what do you want to see from that convention? Is it a chance to stream from there? Is it a chance to interview folks? Is it a chance to meet other streamers? What appeals to you about being involved in another event?
Honestly, one of the things that I enjoy about being involved in other events is just being able to meet all the amazing content creators that I get a chance to meet. You know, you can only do so much a lot of the time as your own person, but being able to meet other content creators, talk about their experiences, you know, bounce ideas off of their heads, like, it can help you grow as a content creator through and through. So yeah, being able to stream is, you know, a fun thing to do, especially in an IRL event like this. But honestly, for me, it's the friendships I'm going to meet with all these streamers and the ideas I'm going to be able to bounce off of them.
Yeah, I agree with him. I think meeting the creators that the same interests as you, and also the developers of the games and the companies, and yeah.
Definitely networking. Networking is huge with creators, with indie companies that are out here showing off their games, which are amazing. I found so many through different conventions that way. And just networking with even companies. You never know who you're going to bump into. It may not lead to anything right now, but, you know, you have a positive interaction with somebody now, it could pay off, you know, right away. It could pay off in a year. You never know. So I definitely say networking and stuff that I'm just interested in checking out.
So you all raised the point of networking, and I really should have thought about this earlier. That's obviously key. We think about we're all in our basements doing this kind of stuff, but really it is about making those connections in person or not. For folks who are on the stream who are just starting their live streams, if they want to network, we already talked about DM, an intelligent DM that's personalized. I liked that you did this on your stream. Would you like to do that in a combination thing? In person, what are some of the things you'd like folks to do? And if you have one of these, more importantly, what's a no-no? What's the stupidest thing someone can do reaching out to you?
I mean, in person, say who you are first. You know, a lot of times you don't know the face with the name. So, for example, I introduced myself to earlier somebody, I knew who he was, so I said his name. I said, hey, it's, you know, the Terp. Like, and he was like, perfect. Like, that's how, in person, I think that's the biggest thing you can do at conventions, because you're not going to know faces and names or remember them because you're meeting so many different people. I mean, the biggest mistake that people make is assuming you know who they are. I mean, that's the biggest thing, because I'm bad with names. I'm terrible. I can tell you if I met you before off the face, but I'm not going to remember your name. Just how I am.
We should all wear badges everywhere we go.
Yes.
I think handing out your business card immediately. Yeah, I think you have to introduce yourself first and have an interaction if you have the same interest, and don't be rude.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the main thing I always recommend, get yourself business cards, like they said, Vista print, do any way you can get a business card fast, and design it. Have fun designing it. That's one thing I did with mine, is you got to have fun designing your business cards. But the thing is, like, also look into getting like a link tree, all these kind of just avenues to have so people can find you. Like, last thing you want to do is go up, shake someone's hand, like, hey, I'm X, Y, Z, and have 0 links to your content. I'm like, the issue with that is he's the same, like Terp said, I don't remember names very well. Give me a business card. I will find you so much easier.
All right. We're going to go ahead and open it up to questions from the audience. We can see you. We might have trouble hearing you, so please go ahead and raise your hand if you do have a question you want to ask. And while we're waiting on that, we started with your... Oh, we have a question? All right. Got to shout it out. What's your favorite game engine? So the games you play, what have they been? Or have any of you actually used any of the game engines too? My own proprietary ones that crash on me nonstop.
Favorite game engine?
Like Unreal games?
I really like them all, to be honest. All of them bring something fun to the field. Unreal would probably be my favorite just for like what it brings to the table.
I think Unreal 5 is what they're showing off is going to easily take over everything. I think what you see too is more people are doing that than Unity right now. So, but I mean, I don't know too much about game engines. I just know I don't like desyncing games, so I wish we could get rid of that.
So the consensus is Roblox. All right. Yeah. Any other questions out there? So what I'd like our panelists to do one more time is to promote their channel, but also while we're doing it, talk about what was probably your most memorable moment working with another streamer. What was the thing that really sticks out in your mind as a successful time you worked with another streamer?
All right, so my name is the Terp. It's _Terp is how you can find me on Twitch, or Magical Terp Fan on Twitter. I have yet to rebrand that. Every time I want to, I get invited to events, and I don't want to rebrand my Twitter right before an event. My most memorable moment working with another streamer had to be who we've mentioned multiple times, Tiger Lily, who I think has brought us all together. Is working on cosplay. She's the one. She was doing a charity stream for Georgia Mental Health Association, and she interviewed me, and that's when I opened up to a large amount of people all at once about my struggles with mental health, and it made me actually go to see a therapist and start getting my own help.
Hi, I'm Pinay Princessa, and you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Pinay on Twitch, and Pinay Princessa on Instagram. But recently, I made an account on Instagram just for cosplay focus, so I have Pinay Cosplay there. And I think the most memorable that I did collab with the other streamer is also Tiger Lily. And we made a cosplay together, the New World, we made the armors together. And I think that is the most awesome because the New World game noticed us senpai. So yeah, we met the devs also. So
once again, my name is Omnitoast. You'll find me on twitch.tv/Omnitoast. You'll find me on Twitter at DJ Omnitoast because someone stole my name. And you'll also find me on Instagram, Omnitoast. But just like Pinay, that is for mostly cosplay related purposes. But honestly, I have, just like them, I do have a memory with Tiger Lily, but I also have another one with a friend of mine who doesn't stream anymore as of right now due to family reasons. But a few years back, I met a amazing military vet, and we worked together and got a group of other military vets, and I'm from a military family. I just never went in myself. And we raised about $2,000 on a 24-hour multi-streamer stream for God, I can't remember the name of the charity, but it was for veteran suicide awareness, and it was just a very memorable thing because I got to work with a lot of amazing creators and got to meet a lot of great friends from it as well.
Great stuff. All right. Last question, promise. Is there a piece of advice you wish you'd had when you first started streaming, and when is your next stream? Come on, we got to get you all into self-promotion more.
First things first, my next stream is actually going to be Saturday here at 6 p.m. I'm going to be streaming here at the Creator Hub. After that, though, it'll be on Tuesday, like my normal stream schedule. So, yay! But the one thing that I honestly will recommend to anyone getting into streaming: hide your numbers. That 0, that 1, you know, that low number of viewers will eat you alive. Do not look at it. Hide it. When you're first starting off, the main thing you want to do is just introduce yourself. How is your streams going to be from here on out? What kind of energy are you always going to bring to the table? If you keep looking at those numbers, you'll never be able to bring out that full potential.
So I'll be streaming at DreamHack on Sunday, and my next stream on my own channel will be Monday. And I think my advice is to be consistent of your schedule so that your viewers know when you're gonna be on. And it's like, you know, watching a TV show. Like, you know, you will know when it's gonna be showing.
Advice would be, like Omnito said, hide the numbers, but also branding. Make sure you can get the same name across everything: Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. That's a huge thing. And then my next stream will be Thanksgiving. I'm not going home to family, so I'm just chilling, and I'll be probably playing Call of Duty.
The turkey stream. All right, all right. Well, thank you all very much. All right, we really appreciate our panel here. Let's do our first round of applause for our panelists. So remember, stay tuned to DreamHack Beyond. Our next stream will be in 25 minutes. And at 3 o'clock Eastern, we'll have your introduction to the Unity game engine. And at 4 o'clock, we'll have How to Be a Successful Indie Dev, all sponsored by the Georgia Game Developers Association. And with that, remember to tune into these streams. Thank you all, and thank you to our panelists.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.